So apparently, the famous YouTuber, finance and real estate guy, MeetKevin, has been involved in some sort of, collusion, or whatever you want to call it, insider trading, collusion, fraud, whatever, when it comes to AMC shares and possibly Ape shares, majorly Ape shares and possibly AMC. So we're going to dig into exactly what Reddit was able to expose and disclose on the web and see exactly, get to the bottom of it. And it's a pretty interesting lesson at the end, because I think this is something I've been repeating for a long time now on my channel, which is going to be very important as we get into the next phase with this whole AMC short squeeze thing. All right. Now, I'm going to spare you the whole readings on, what exactly is happening, but just to kind of summarize everything. MeetKevin, is very popular. He has about, more than 1 million, almost 2 million subscribers on his channel. And he's part of those YouTubers that, when it comes to the stock market, when it comes to real estate, whenever they post something, they have a lot of views. So they have a lot of influence, on the YouTube platform and on social media. Now, I reacted to one of his videos he made when Ape went out. I think it was 2 weeks ago when Ape actually started trading. And he said on Twitter that Ape is a scam, that Ape is just a way for the company, AMC Theater, to, dilute the whole AMC shares, because they're going to use it in order to repay entirely debt. And he will not be surprised if by the end of this year or going to 2023, Ape will be trading below $1 or even get delisted, because it's going to be $0. Well, $0, right? So that is what, he tweeted and he mentioned, and I reacted to it. If you haven't watched that video, please go back and watch. I'm going to put it somewhere here. But that is when everything started. Now, today, somebody posted something on Reddit actually connecting the dots, because there might be some sort of information that was not disclosed, which is very detrimental on, and kind of makes sense on why he made that move and made that statement. All right, and this is precisely the heart of the show here. So there is a company that is named Foresight, all right? And Foresight is what the underwriter of an ETF, all right? And that ETF is Rex Shares. So Rex Shares is an ETF that is pretty much holding short positions on the meme stocks, AMC, GameStop, Bed Bath & Beyond, etc., etc. So pretty much their entire position and strategy is to short AMC, GameStop, and other meme stocks, all right? Now, as an ETF, you need an underwriter, all right? You need an underwriter. Now, an underwriter is pretty much like, somebody who will be either your broker dealer or, somebody that will just be in the mix of all your transactions to make sure everything works properly, all right? So this ETF, Rex Shares, has Foresight, which is an ETF solutions, and is, disclosed with the FINRA, with the SEC and everything. They are the one working with Rex Shares. Remember, Rex Shares is shorting all the meme stocks and a bunch of other stocks, but mainly it's a new short AMC ETF, all right? New short AMC ETF. As you can see here, Rex Short AMC ETF fund summary. Let me increase this so it can be a little bit more readable for you guys. As you can see here, so Rex Short AMC ETF fund summary. This is, with Foresight as an ETF solution, and this is the filing with the SEC. Now, when you scroll a little bit down, it seems that there is also a MeetKevin ETF. This MeetKevin ETF is also a new ETF, and you can see this is really fresh, dated August 11, 2022. We don't have a ticker yet, we don't have a date yet on the prospectus, but it seems as if the distributor, Foresight Fund LLC, Foresight Fund Services LLC, is going to be the broker dealer registered with the SEC and going to be distributing the MeetKevin ETFs. All right. Now remember, MeetKevin very popular, so it does make sense for him, for people like him and following his strategy in the stock market to kind of see exactly what he's doing. That's why somehow it will make sense for those people to be investing into MeetKevin ETF. So he also has, this disclosing with the SEC. Now, what is really, really, really the observation, and this is really the top-notch bottom of this thing, is that this same Foresight Fund Services LLC is the exact same company that is the underwriter on the Rex Shares new ETF. So in other words, when MeetKevin was publishing on Twitter, on YouTube, and on other social media platforms that he was shorting Ape, or Ape was going to zero, he somehow, maybe it's intentional, maybe it's not, I don't know, but the reality is when you watch that video, it doesn't seem as if, whether it's on YouTube or on Twitter, he mentioned that he had some sort of conflict of interest, because it does make sense for you to be shorting a stock that is also shorted by a fund which is also being in partnership, in relationship, in business relationship with the same company that is also supposedly distributing your upcoming ETF. So there is somehow a conflict of interest, and that's really what is causing a lot of kind of, noise in the market today. So this is what he mentioned on August 22nd. I'm more confident that it will go to less than $1 than Tesla hits 1,500 before the end of 2023. I could be wrong, but I've never seen a ripoff as blatant as Ape before. About to post a video explaining. If Ape goes up though, it's very good for AMC shareholders, but it will likely still go under $1 and then to zero and potentially be delisted, as I was telling you earlier. Now, to summarize everything, this is a pretty good and a training sum up. So MeetKevin is confirmed to have personal financial interest through Edgar filings with those facilitating the short of AMC. That being the underwriter of the Rex Shares new ETF that is also shorting AMC, which is the Foresight Fund LLC. But the same Foresight LLC is also the underwriter / distributor of who is facilitating the MeetKevin new ETF. He never disclosed this severe and massive conflict of interest in any of the YouTube videos or tweets or even the Twitter space calls in which he attempted to coerce people into selling their AMC preferred equity unit, Ape. He has since deleted all of these digital interactions on the internet. This is what this guy is posting on Reddit. If anyone wanted a clear-cut case of influence being paid, whether directly outright cash or indirectly, like this example, to push FUD, here it is. Now, let's wind out and settle down a little bit. So this is the whole story, all right? This is the whole story. You have everything. Now, let's wind back. Let's take a little bit of height. Let's step back and look this from a different angle. Now, from my perspective, I can't confirm nor deny, the accuracy of this information that is being posted on Reddit. But I've watched this video. I watched the video from MeetKevin. I read the tweets when, August 22nd, when Ape was going live, on trade. I'm on the No Stock Exchange and trading, and I reacted to that. So I can confirm that, there was no mention of this. And it's pretty clear that it seems to be a massive conflict of interest. Now, the thing is, there is going to be, and there is already, right now, and we can see it with mainstream media and other, shields, or maybe people that will be gaining some sort of, advantages, some stuff, whether it's directly or indirectly. But the truth of the matter is, not everyone that is speaking and talking about Ape and AMC is actually doing what you think they're doing or what you will expect them to do. All right. And that's why it goes back to what I always say here. Never, ever totally depend on somebody else or some sort of, a TV channel or, personality on Wall Street or, about stock market to make your money moves, because personal finance, which I include investing, is 90% behavior, which is kind of based upon your own financial situation, your own personal situation. When you hear people making 15,000 in 15 minutes in the stock market, it's because they have a huge size portfolio, which may not be the case for you. All right. So when it comes to AMC, it's not going to be different. And because of this thing having a huge potential, whether it's on the upside or the downside for anybody going to use it in order to, gain as much as quickly as possible, whether this is true or not. But the bottom line and the takeaway, I'm going to end here, folks, is make sure you do your own research. Make sure you are at peace with whatever decision you want to make when it comes to your AMC stock or your portfolio as a whole, despite whether it's a meme stock or not, despite whether it's AMC or not. Because nobody can press that sell or buy button if it's new. All right, nobody is supposed to force you or influence you. Not even me. When I listen to people, whether they are small, medium, big, YouTubers or big influential people on Wall Street, whatever. But I'm just trying to get an open mind to see the overall view, the broader view, and then I take that and I filter what can I take good according to my personal situation? What can I leave out because it doesn't apply to me or I don't agree with it necessarily? But at least you have peace. It doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to always be right because none of us can be right. But the bottom line is, don't be deceived. Because when these things start trading at higher levels, when these things start doing what it's supposed to do, it's going to be a lot more difficult to maintain some sort of sanity, because it's going to be easy for you to do a dumb thing. It's going to be easy for people to make stupid decisions just because they listen to X, Y, or Z instead of just staying true to themselves. All right?